History to Chew On, written by Marilyn Gold. Here is one question that you can answer after reading this book. How did chewing gum become popular in the United States? Here are some words to know. You can try reading them. I'll give you 10 seconds. All done? Good. Let's go on. Chew on this. Dogs can chew bones. Cows can chew cud. But what can people chew? People can chew gum. Have you ever wondered where gum comes from, how it's made, and who first started chewing it? The first chewers. Some people think the first people to chew gum were Americans, but that isn't true. Many years before Europeans discovered North America, people from different countries chewed all sorts of gummy stuff that came from plants. People from Greece chewed mastiche. Native peoples from South America chewed chicle. In India, beetle was popular. Native peoples from North America liked a sticky goo made from the sap of spruce trees. Some Europeans who settled in North America found out about the goo, tried it, and liked it. You, however, may not have liked the spruce gum. It had very little taste. It wasn't until 1850 that John Curtis added flavor to spruce up the spruce sap. He named it Maine Pure Spruce Gum and sold it to other North American settlers. Gum machines. By 1871, chewing gum became so popular that Thomas Adams, a New York gum inventor and salesperson, invented a gum-making machine. Shortly thereafter, more machines were invented. Some of the machines released gum in the shape of balls when a coin was put into a slot. Others released gum in little sticks. Some of the gumball machines had a glass globe that made the gumballs look bigger than they really were. Do you know? Thomas Adams was also the first to create Tutti Frutti gum, selling it in New York City subway stations in 1888. What the inventors didn't expect was for the kids to learn how to stick their fingers into the machine to pluck a free gumball. It took Thomas Adams to figure out how to correct that mistake. He installed the first vending machines in New York subways in 1888. Gum control. One of the biggest problems with chewing gum continues to be the way people discard it. Many spit out onto sidewalks or stick it underneath their desks and chairs, or somewhere worse. It can make a nasty mess. In fact, in the early 19th century, the New York Central Railroad had to hire a full-time gum removal employee. Each night, the employee would collect 7 to 8 pounds of gum that people stuck to places in New York Central Station. Since 1960, people have been putting their chewed gum on an old brick building in San Luis Obispo, California. This place is called Gum Alley. It has become a very tacky wall. Different types of gum. What is your favorite type of chewing gum? There are many types to choose from. The most well-known are a small stick or a wad. In the 1930s and 40s, the most popular flavors were juicy fruit, spearmint, double mint, double bubble, blackjack, B-Man's Pepsin, and dentine. Now, there are all sorts of different flavors, some sugar-free, some hot and spicy, and some even good for your teeth and breath. Getting rich by making gum. William Wrigley Jr. added different flavors to his gum, making it taste better. His first flavors were called Lotta Gum and Vassar. And in order to get people to taste it, he sent a piece of it to 1.5 million people. Everyone listed in the United States phone books in 1892. People loved it and started buying it. He became so rich from gum sales, he was able to buy a professional baseball team called the Chicago Cubs. He also built a stadium for them, Wrigley Field. Then, he bought an island off the coast of Southern California, Catalina Island, where he could relax and enjoy himself. How to make chewing gum. Would you like to make your own chewing gum? It may not be so easy. The first ingredient is a gum base, which is usually made of latex, chicle, beeswax, or paraffin wax. Melt the gum base until it's like a thick maple syrup. Then pour it through a fine mesh screen and into a mixing vat. Next, add the flavoring and coloring. Then put the mixture on a cooling belt. When it is cool and set, roll it out, cut it into pieces, and put it aside for 24 hours before packaging it. Got it? It might be easier for you to buy your own gum than to make it yourself. Conclusion. So the next time you're chewing a stick of gum or waiting for a gumball to drop from a machine, think about where it came from, how it's made, and how long people have been enjoying it. Oh, and be sure to discard it properly, in the garbage or on Gum Alley. You can screenshot the glossary. I'll give you 3 seconds. Do you know? Because discarded chewed gum can be such a nuisance, the island nation of Singapore outlawed gum in 1992.